And we're joined on the phone today by singer-guitarist Damon Johnson. You might remember him from the band Brother Kane. He was also in Thin Lizzy, played with Alice Cooper. Right now he's got a new band called Damon Johnson and the Get Ready. Hey, Damon, how you doing today?
Hey, Justin, I'm doing great, brother. Good to talk with you today.
Yeah, you as well. Thank you so much for joining me.
My pleasure, man.
Well, I know you are back with a new band here, Damon Johnson and the Get Ready. Can you tell the listeners a bit about the new band if maybe they haven't discovered you yet?
Well, I appreciate that, Dustin. My resume is a hot mess. It's a good mess. I've done so many things over the course of the past couple decades, and I'm proud of that and grateful for that. I've put out a few solo releases in the last 10 years, Dustin, and they've kind of transitioned over different genres. Some of it was just acoustic bass, some of it was kind of straight ahead rap. But as I was putting this record together and writing these songs, I knew that the touring I had done with my trio had really fed the energy of the arrangements, the guitar riffs, everything that was coming together. So I felt like it was time, man, to give the band its own moniker. I love Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. I love Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds. So we're Damon Johnson and the Get Ready. And I feel like the name is perfect for, the kind of music that this new album, Battle Lessons, has, within it.
Excellent. Yeah, the new album is out. You mentioned Battle Lessons. Can you tell us a bit about that? I know the single is out and the video. I mean, it's getting some good reviews so far.
Thank you, Justin. Yeah, I guess it's kind of interesting that I started making demos for the songs that would, ultimately make this album back in October of 2019. And we started recording in February. So it's been about a year ago now, when we started. And, of course, none of us could have imagined or predicted the pandemic and the effect that would have on everyone's lives, not just touring, obviously, but even the schedule here in Nashville. We were shut down for so long, we couldn't even get to the studio and finish the record. So it's a very bizarre way to complete an album of 9 songs that I'd been sitting on, for well over a year. But I can't say enough about how proud I am of the guys in the band, Jared Pope and Robbie Harrington. They really brought, their own experience to the table with their playing. And, my old friend Nick Raskulinix, who's pretty much a legend rock producer, man, I'm so proud to have him be a part of my musical journey, I guess. I would love to make records with Nick forever. For a guy with a resume that's got Rush and Foo Fighters and Alice in Chains and Korn, I mean, he's, we've only lived in Nashville for 7 years now. When we first moved here from Alabama, which is basically where I've lived my whole life, I could never have dreamt that I would put a band together like this and that I would get to work with someone of Nick's caliber. So I'm very proud and very grateful.
Awesome. Again, Battle Lessons is out now, and the title track, the new single, you got the video. And, Damon, you mentioned Dream Come Trues and your resume. You've worked with, a lot of people. I imagine teenage you would probably have blown his mind if he knew you were working with, Alice Cooper and Thin Lizzy and all these guys.
Justin, you can't say it better than that, buddy. I speak of teenage Damon often. I was just so in love with music. We all were at that time period, and there's no way I could have ever gotten my head around just believing that, my journey would take me to the places that it has. Really starting with my first real band, which was Brother Kane, us getting signed to Virgin Records, having some real success at rock radio in the 90s, getting to go on tour and open for our heroes like Robert Plant, Van Halen, Aerosmith, Bad Company. I mean, yeah, it's just unbelievable. And when that band called it quits, there was a minute there, Dustin, that I thought maybe that was it for me. And I wasn't really sure what I was going to do next. I even thought about going back to school and finishing to get my degree. And then the Alice Cooper call came in. So it's just been one incredible experience after another.
Well, talking about going back to school, I imagine being with Alice, that's got to be kind of like a college course of being on the road. It's probably good for your golf game, too, I imagine.
Brother, my handicap got almost down to a single digit, which I'm still working on. But joining the Alice Cooper band, Dustin, is like you have joined the circus. There is no more fun to be had than to be a band member with Alice Cooper. Every show is like a vaudevillian production. His fans are passionate, and he's got fans in every country around the world. And, you know, Alice took me to these places that I don't know that I would have ever been able to go otherwise. But on a creative level, Dustin, Alex was just rocket fuel for my confidence. We wrote songs together. He was very encouraging of, you know, my progress. You know, it was a thrill for me to come in with, you know, a riff or a vocal melody, and he would take it on and work with it and be like, yeah, man, I really like this. And we would bounce lyrics back and forth. Just like you said, man, there's no way that my teenage self could have ever imagined something like that happening. And then, you know, an even bigger thrill, really, was in 2011 getting the phone call to join Thin Lizzy, you know, one of the great guitar bands in the history of rock, period. Just unbelievable to get a call from Scott Gorham saying, hey, man, we got an opening. I need a guitar partner. Are you interested? And I just remember at that moment, Dustin, thinking, Scott Gorham's guitar partners have been Brian Robertson, Gary Moore, Snowy White, John Sykes. Now he's calling me. Brother, I didn't sleep for a week. I was so, freaked out. And it's still a thrill, man, to be a part of Thin Lizzy. You know, the band doesn't tour that often, which is perfect for me. I love that it's like that because I can focus on my own, you know, my own music and my solo career, and then I can still go out every couple of years and play a few shows with Scott and the guys. It's an honor.
Excellent. Damon, it's great to be speaking with you. I'm excited for where the Get Ready's going. It's great to see that you're back being the frontman again with your great voice as well. So thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Dustin, thank you for the kind words, brother. Take care, and I hope I see you soon. Bye-bye.
And again, that was Damon Johnson of Damon Johnson and the Get Ready, and the new album, Battle Lessons. The single Battle Lessons and the video for Battle Lessons is out now.